I'm here with Dave Marriott.
And I'm here with Jason Parker.
And we're here to talk to you about our brand new podcast, Jazz Now Seattle. So Dave, we're about a week and a half away from the debut of the new podcast.
Yeah, getting down to crunch time.
Yeah, it's been cool trying to figure out logos and the way we want to frame the show and what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
I think we've honed in on something pretty cool.
We've figured out how to make something that's going to be a good contribution. We figured out how to make something that's going to be fun for us to make and not labor us with a ton of work. And I think that we figured out all the mechanics too. So we're ready to go, more or less.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that we're both working musicians. We're on the scene. We know what's going on, and we have relationships with a lot of musicians, which will allow us to just cover all sorts of ground. And that we're trying to cover every corner of the jazz spectrum in Seattle on this show.
Absolutely. I think that from an audience perspective, we're going to present a point counterpoint, but at the same time we're going to be in agreement a lot of the time. We're both flag wavers, we're both fans of the scene that we're a part of, as well as being, as you said, working members of that scene. I think we're going to be able to do something that can't be done any other way.
That's right. And I'm hoping that it just sort of feels like you and me hanging out in our living room, listening to records and hipping each other to new music, which is what the whole point is, right?
Absolutely. This should feel like an old school listening party. Hey, check out what I heard this week, or check out what I'm going to hear this week.
That's right.
And we're hoping that not only can we hip each other to some neat music, but our listeners as well.
Yeah, and hopefully along the way we'll do some different things. We're going to try out some video of various ways, and
yeah, I think video is going to be a great addition to the podcast. It'll let us do some things that we couldn't do in a formal podcast environment. It's about music. We can talk about some clubs. We can talk about our town. We can spotlight specific musicians. We're going to try and present a pretty well-rounded media event of Seattle jazz.
That's right. And so for our first episode, which is going to debut on October 1st, we've picked out you picked out a couple of tunes that you want to play. I picked out a couple of tunes that I want to play. One of which is the new CD from Dave Anderson Quartet called Clarity, which is on Ponyboy Records. Just came out and is a wonderful CD of Dave's compositions.
Great stuff. I play with Dave in the Emerald City Jazz Orchestra.
Right.
He's just a super great player. Very thoughtful writing. It's as good as it gets around here, for sure. Unless you're talking about Matt Jorgensen's record, which we're also going to play, and another fabulous record of local musicians.
Yeah. Really
unique project with a different kind of sound, not your usual just straight ahead Matt Jorgensen saxophone and rhythm section. There's some interesting things going on here with strings
and a concept too. Matt's father-in-law was a wonderful painter named J.L. Chisman, and this is Tattooed by Passion. Is all these compositions were inspired by the paintings of his father-in-law. That's pretty neat.
Absolutely, and we'll also do some kind of a little tribute to Hadley Cowan, a fabulous saxophonist who recently passed, and Memorial was just a week ago. So we're going to try and find some appropriate music to feature in it. So.
And we'll also try to hip everybody to what's going on around town and get people out to see live music, because there's so many wonderful clubs and so many people playing out these days, and we need all the support we can get for the live music. So.
Absolutely, we definitely want to give a spotlight to those artists that are doing something special. Maybe they have a new band debuting, a particularly special gig, something that is not just the standard fare of a regular weekly gig. We want to give people the opportunity to find out what's really going on around Seattle and what's worth going to see.
Absolutely. Well, Dave, I'm looking forward to it, man. We're going to put the first show together next week, and it should be very exciting. Yeah,
we'll be recording next Monday and editing during the week, and next Friday morning you'll be seeing a new first episode. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So check us out at jazznowseattle.com, and we hope you'll join us on the 1st for the inaugural broadcast.
Thanks for watching.